Don't look at this room. Don't look at this room. Actually, that's important. Grab that. I want to be the first to tell you that this isn't like the, A+ insanely amazing battle station, because it's only about a year old for one thing. But second of all, I'm kind of cheap and I didn't actually want to spend that money. And I have some fairly well-known upgrades that most of you probably have heard before, as well as some unknown upgrades that I think will be really cool and helpful as you build out your thing. Look at this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. More to come soon on this bad boy. Number one on my list is contact paper. You see this desk right here. This is the natural finish of that desk. This is literally the exact same desk. I had the idea to, I don't actually like this color. I wish I had some walnut or some other stuff. So I could take it out, in the wintertime and sand it and refinish it and yada yada, but I decided, no, maybe there's an easier way to do this. And so I went on Amazon and I paid $20, $23 and got some contact paper. I'm not super in love with this color. In fact, I think I might actually swap it out for more walnut, but it's super cheap. It's easy to apply. It's waterproof, and it can you can even do granite. I actually tried that out. It didn't look good in my space. I saw it on Reddit. But $25 contact paper. It's an easy way to refinish your desk and get some cool new looks without breaking the bank. Twist ties. Cable ties makes my number 2 for a cleaner looking setup. Try and do some cable management. It doesn't have to be perfect. Aside from these, which are fairly well known, I also just want you to go to Home Depot and pick up $8 worth of Velcro. So you can do stuff like this. This is, most of my cables for underneath my desk with cheap Velcro from Home Depot. It holds this entire thing up. See, I just have little patches here and there to stick little cables to. I put one side on the table, I put the other side on my cords and power banks and stuff like that, and I just stick it on there. It's Velcro. It's super cheap. It's easy. This is what it looks like from the underneath, where it's actually messy, but when I'm sitting there, you can't see any of this. It's pretty awesome. In fact, there's actually only one cord going from my entire setup to my outlet. Ignore the microphone cords. Next on my list are going to be LED bulbs. These are not Philips Hue. These are actually the much cheaper Philips light bulbs. And let me move my desk over here. Light strip that just attached to the back of my desk that kind of illuminates this super dark matte black wall back here. These go with the VIDS app. You can WIZ. Look for VIDS at Home Depot on all these. They all connect with each other. And I even have 3 upstairs. You can control them from your phone. You can buy a $10 remote. Again, right there at Home Depot. You can increase the brightness, decrease the brightness. Even if you're not into RBG, you can still these are just handy to have, right? Colors everywhere. It's so nice. All right, next up, casters. Wheels. This is my entire desk setup, which is, again, there's only one cord that goes to the entire wall. I can just move my entire desk and monitors and computers and everything anytime I want. And my other desk, also casters, and one of my filing cabinets, also casters. And I purchased recently, but I haven't put them on yet, casters for my camera tripods. And I'm actually in the process of thinking what else can I put casters on, man? I like having the mobility and agility to just change things at a moment's notice. If I don't like it, if I want to try something new, it's so much easier just to roll stuff around instead of picking stuff up. And I'm lazy. And it's awesome. This next one I haven't actually done yet, but it's a Pegboard charging station. I saw Becky and Chris on YouTube do this. Maybe I'll leave a link to their video. I'm actually gonna build one from Lowe's or something, because I just have these sitting on the floor and it's kind of bugging me. So Pegboards, those are cool. My next battle station idea is actually a box. Yeah, you heard me right, a box. Now, it might seem like I cleaned my desk just for this video, but I actually didn't. In fact, there's a bunch of crap, just so you know that's true. My desk right here almost always looks like this. And the reason is, anything that's not vital, I put in boxes. Yes, this room is a mess. It's like our storage and junk room in our house, but that way I don't feel bad. Having all of these, which are labeled headphones, mics, this is all my YouTube gear. This is all my podcasting and audio gear right down there. And I got way more boxes just filled with all my stuff. Yes, I have way too much junk, but get it off your desk. That clutter makes a massive difference when how you feel when you sit down to work. Ignore this stuff. Over here, where I'm sitting for like 8 hours straight, it needs to be clean, it needs to be elegant. Buy boxes, buy storage boxes, buy tape, label everything, organize it. You'll thank me later. It'll take a while, but you'll thank me later. Desk mats. This is the simplest BattleStation upgrade ever. If you are currently working on the wood of your desk, it is so much better to have like a big desk mat. Some of these are like actual mouse pads, some of which are felt. That's actually what I prefer. I love the feel of felt. Things don't slide around as much. With cheap pleather, they actually slide around. But you can get these for like 15 to 25 bucks. I have a few of them that I just toss out every now and then when I want to change a color or when I'm using the other desk. And man, it helps with sound. It just frames your desk and your mechanical keyboard nicely. Desk mats, super cheap. Everybody should have one. Next up is wall art. So I'm amazed at how many people are posting pictures of their like home office and they just have blank white or beige walls. I'm like, what? Put something up. Now, granted, I have terrible interior design taste. I'm not the best person to point you to anything, but just find something that makes you happy and that you like. And a lot of it, in fact, I would almost argue the more the better. I'm a bit of a minimalist myself, but just one thing on the wall wouldn't have cut it right here. And I'll also throw out that you can pick up prints on like Shutterfly for stupid cheap. I went on a trip this summer. I took a lot of cool photos with my iPhone, and I think I spent $30 or $40 and got like 8 different prints, 8 different sized prints. These are really cool. And I'm going to go buy some cheap frames at IKEA and just put them elsewhere on the wall. This doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money on art on Etsy or whatever. You can go to like thrift shops and pick up a bunch of frames if you want to spend money on frames, or you can just go to Walmart or Meijer or pick up cheap stuff if that, fits your design taste. You don't have to spend a ton of money, but putting things on the wall can really help your station feel like pristine. You know what I mean? Before, after. It looks so much better, right? I live in a basement dungeon, as you can see, and matte black concrete is what I have to work with for walls. I absolutely need green things, even though they're fake, to just make this feel more like an actual place instead of a dungeon. So fake plants, generally these are all from IKEA just because they're super cheap and, easy to set up. And I don't feel bad if they ever break or if I want to throw them out or if I move to a place with more natural light, I can buy some real plants, but Greenery adds so much. And you can start with this. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it's kind of weird how this tricks your brain into feeling like you're, if not outside, then at least there's some freshness and organic stuff in addition to your space gray and your mechanical keyboards and all the like computer stuff. It's nice to have. So yeah, this is actually the crank that will make my desk a standing desk, but it also serves another purpose. Whoop, a headphone holder. Okay, so I don't ever use it for that, but I don't use headphones. But if you did use headphones, they make little cheap, affordable stands, so you're not just like laying it on the desk all the time. You can actually like hang it up somewhere. If you want bonus points, maybe you can actually hang it on the wall. While we're on this subject though, if you work at home now, invest in some good speakers. I mean, if you use speakers, and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars either. These are PreSonus brand on Amazon. They came highly recommended from some podcast editors that I'm friends with. These are monitors, not like stereo speakers. There is a difference. I don't suggest getting monitors unless you work in audio. But for like under $80, $90, you can get a small 3.5, 4.5 inch cone speakers or monitors that can absolutely change your life. These are game changing. It is. It makes a massive difference from like little Logitech computer speakers. If you listen to music a lot and you have speakers, just splurge, spend the money and do it. If you're a laptop user and you have a monitor, get one of these like cool little stands where you can like fit your laptop in there so it takes up less desk space. It stands up rather than just like lays flat somewhere. And it looks cool too. If you're using a laptop only and not a monitor, consider getting one of those like little laptop stands that again just makes it more ergonomic. Also looks cool. Also potentially frees up a little bit of room underneath it. I know you can't, I don't have a laptop anymore. You're like imagining me over here. But a laptop stand or a laptop like mount tray holder or whatever if you use a monitor. Next up, you knew I was going to talk about them, mechanical keyboards. If you're currently clicking and clacking away on your Apple Magic Keyboard, consider buying 10 to 20 different mechanical keyboards. No, I kid. You only need one. But for under $100, you can actually get a really well-made and just life-changing mechanical keyboard. I'm pretty sure I just broke one. I know this isn't what my entire like business and YouTube channel talks about, mechanical keyboards, but these things really can be life-changing. Even for non-nerds like me who have way too many of these, just having one improves your typing experience. It can be more comfortable for your fingers. It can improve typing speed, and they're also fun. You can get like cool designs or whatever. I got lots of videos on this channel if you want help choosing one of these bad boys. I'll leave a link in the description below. This is a must-have BattleStation upgrade. Next up, cheap coasters on Amazon that match your desk. Do I need to say more? No, I do not. Next up, mouse. Tons of people have talked about mice, depending on whether you're either a gamer or you work on a PC or a Mac. I kind of do all of the above. I just picked one that was A, in my budget, although this one was a little bit pricier, and then B, just fit my hand. I got big hands. I was sick and tired of using the ones that were like this big. I just bought a big mouse. Never looked back. Can't be happier with that. Again, I'm not going to talk more about mice. You guys know what those are, right? Credit where credit is due. I want to give a shout out to my standing desks. These are Husky brand from Home Depot. They cost $200 to $220 each. This is like a little bit wider one. This one's like a little bit narrow one. They also have one that's even wider. And that one has drawers. This one does not have drawers. And it's a standing desk. You just crank it on up. It takes about 15 seconds. I timed myself just so I'm aware. It's not really that hard. It is manual, but it's not that hard. For the budget, you cannot beat it. The electronic ones cost so much more, and these are real wood, extremely sturdy. They're made for like workbenches. Husky, Home Depot, $200. Can't go wrong. Sit, stand, improve your back. That's all I got to say about that. So these are actually made for like photography, backdrops, and stuff like that. Seamless paper. That's what this stuff is. This is a little bit more expensive. But the actual holders that I attach to my wall up here, they're like, I don't know, maybe between 30 and 50 bucks. You can do them, you can mount them this way, you can mount them this way. The other end is down there. And you can buy these backdrop paper rolls in various widths as well. And you can do green screen if you want to have a green screen behind you, or if you do Zoom meetings and you want like a nice, just neutral gray backdrop to hide like your messy room. You can see I'm painting my wall over here. This is why this is such a mess. If you want to hide anything like this, these are a good option. All in like 120 bucks for like literally everything. And this is actually the widest one, the most expensive one. It's actually pretty nice upgrade. If you just want to like drop this thing down, it's super easy. You can pull the chain, and now you got a nice backdrop. All right, fam, that's going to do it for me. I'll leave a video or two right here about mechanical keyboards. If you're not already like heavily invested in this hobby like I am, you can click here to go learn more. I hope you got some cool ideas out of this, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.